All right, next, second last FRQ 2009B. Okay, same thing as the deal with the first one. You can use the blank paper, you can do it on this one if you want to print this out, however you want to do it. But follow along, complete it as I'm completing it, sign it, submit it. You have until Sunday night, and that'll be your assignment for this one. Another monopolistically competitive, I think these are very straightforward, but this one starts off a little bit differently than the first one. So we'll do this one too. Monopolistically competitive industry producing a cleaning product called Bright Clean. The company produces profit maximizing quantity of Bright Clean, but it is producing at a loss. It is very possible for a monopolistically competitive firm to produce at a loss. Just because you're monopolistically competitive doesn't mean you're making a profit. So monopolistically competitive, making a profit, draw each of the following: profit maximizing output, QM and PM, area of loss shaded completely, just like the first one. I'm going to page up here so I have some room to write this. So monopolistically competitive looks just like a monopoly. Everything is the same here. This is the quantity. Again, demand equals average revenue equals price. Marginal revenue here. A marginal cost curve here. Quantity monopolistic, what did it tell me to label it? QM, monopolistically competitive, and PM here. All right, this is how every one of them starts. Nothing is different about this. This shouldn't be any surprise. Now we have to worry about that thing that says a loss. So what does a loss mean? That means a loss means at the quantity I produce at MC equals MR, which is right there. Okay, if we have a loss, that means the price is less than ATC at the quantity we produce at MC equals MR. So ATC must be somewhere up here. What happens, there it hits. Remember, it has to hit MC at a minimum and go back up. And so we can have that be our ATC curve, which means a double I, the area of loss, P up to ATC and across. So that's the loss. At the quantity we produce at, P minus ATC. In this example, ATC is greater than price. That's how we know we're producing at a loss. So that's A. B isn't designed to be a trick question, but I think if sometimes we read it and panic a little bit. What must be true in the short run of the company to continue to produce at a loss? This is the same thing about a perfectly competitive industry. Okay? Remember, we said that it's okay to make a loss in the short run as long as our price is greater than AVC. Right? If price is less than AVC, if AVC was in here somewhere, we'd shut down. But if AVC is down here, in the short run, we still run. So all you have to say for B, price is greater than AVC, then we would continue to run as long as price is greater than AVC. C, assume now that demand for cleaning products increases and the company is earning economic profit, short-run economic profits. Relative to this short-run situation, how does each of the following change in the long run? Okay, weird. I don't know. I don't like this question because C is a completely different question from A and B. It says basically ignore A, ignore the loss, and now pretend this firm is making a profit. So now we go to no longer making a loss, but the firm was making a profit. All right, and it says in the short run it was making a profit. How will each of the following change in the long run? So actually I'll pull it up here because we can look at this now. Okay, so they earning short run economic profits. Then what will change in the long run? So the first thing we care about is the number of firms. It does not say explain. I'm going to walk through the explanation with you anyway. Understand, if we're making profits and it's monopolistically competitive, that means other firms can't enter the market. If other firms enter the market, or they will enter the market because of the availability of profits, okay? So the number of firms will increase, and again, why will it increase? Because I don't know how to spell that. Availability of profits. Why do firms come in? Because they can make a profit. So the number of firms will increase because new firms see the existing firms making a profit, monopolistically competitive, low barriers to entry, they'll enter the market. What happens to the company's profits, okay? The company's profits then will go all the way to zero or go to a normal profit because firms continue to enter the market until P equals ATC, until they're making a normal profit. So the company's profit will go to zero because firms continue to enter the market. Okay? In the long run, will the company produce the allocatively efficient level? Okay. Well, let's go ahead and graph long run equilibrium. We did it on the last one, but we can graph it really simple here. And again, this isn't a graph that's graded, so I can be pretty quick with it. But marginal cost, D equals AR equals P, marginal revenue. The price that's monopolistically competitive, the quantity, and if we're at long run equilibrium, here's the important point, here, there, ATC back up. All right, and the question says, D, in the long run, if the company continues to produce, will it produce at the allocatively efficient level? As soon as I see allocatively efficient, P equals MC, which is there. Okay, same as socially optimal. So that point right there is the socially optimal point. Your entire answer for D is just no. Why? Because it doesn't produce where P equals MC. And E, in the long run, will it be operating where economies of scale existed? Remember, economies of scale in the long run, when we drew it more like this. In the long run, we said we're here, and it kind of does this. And when LRATC this is LRATC. When LRATC is downward sloping, that's economies of scale. When it's flat, that's constant returns to scale. And then diseconomies of scale when that goes back up. Okay, so when it says economies of scale, we know we're talking about this portion of the LRATC where it's downward sloping. Okay, so what I want to look at is in the long run, I'm going to be producing right here at this point. Well, this is minimum ATC, so anything over here is economies of scale because the LRATC is downward sloping. All right, anytime the LRATC is downward sloping, and this is from a few units ago, so it may not be fresh in your mind, but anytime the LRATC is downward sloping, okay, that means that we are producing in the economies of scale. E, are we operating where economies of scale exist? Yes, because we're producing in the region where the LRATC is downward sloping. All right, graph number 2, done. 3 assignments for Sunday. Sign and post the first FRQ 2007, sign and post this FRQ 2009B, work on the third assignment, the practice FRQ that I made up and posted, and then do your best on that one and post it also. 3 assignments, you have till Sunday night to do it. Happy Friday, enjoy your weekend. Maybe we'll do a live stream again early next week because, I don't know, I miss talking to you guys, miss interacting with you guys. Have a good one, hope your week went well, stay healthy and stay safe. Email me if you have questions, post in the comments below, let me know how we're doing, talk to you later.